Alright guys, hello and welcome back to another episode of Muv Luv. Last time we got introduced to like the new squad, kinda. We had like a deeper talk with like the captain and three other people, but we're missing, there's still like 3 or 4 more people that we got introduced to but we haven't really talked to, so obviously interested in that. But first, we gotta talk to the old squad mates. See how they're feeling. See if Mia's prediction of will they all slap us? Will each one of them slap Tatru? Hopefully not. Let's see. Are those guys still eating? I wasn't expecting to be talking with Lieutenant Hayase and Erdane for that long. It's possible they've already finished eating and gone back to their rooms. Ah. See? Full squad Tama in the T-pose. Naturally. Phew, they're still here. Just passively T-posing. I know the point was to act like nothing ever happened, but it would have been pretty tough to do that if I had to go visit them each individually in their rooms. In a one-on-one situation, it'd be hard to keep my mind off what happened, and a single slip-up could bring the conversation back around to one topic that I really don't want to discuss. Look at Maya though, she's confident in us. So I'm glad they're all here at once. Makes things easier for sure. Oh, thank God, after how long that lecture was, I was worried you'd all have gone back to your rooms by now. Was that a little too over the top, maybe? Okay. Finally, someone breaks that awkward silence. I owe you one, Maya. Oh, gotcha. Well, sorry to keep you all waiting then. Class rep. Good one. Ayamane. Don't you know? She's only exercising half of her neck today and the other half tomorrow. That's not Makoto, by the way. Guys, I'm really sorry for being so weak. You are all in pain too, and yet I just left you behind. I'm so sorry. But don't worry, I'm not gonna run away anymore no matter what happens. I really hope that's true. I feel like we go through a constant cycle of something bad happens, we get depressed, and it just keeps like looping like that. Hopefully though. Hopefully, for reals, we're gonna stay locked in. And while I may not be able to tell you any of this in words, I'm confident that I can make it up to you through my actions. Just you wait and see. Oh, right. There's something I forgot to say earlier. I'm back, y'all. Not sure how I made it home in one piece. I feel really bad about ditching you guys without saying anything. Sorry. I'll take it then. No punches. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, everyone. This worked out well then. Smooth transition back in. Thanks, Maya. Really, you guys, this means a lot. After what I did, I don't deserve such a warm welcome, but I'm really grateful. Huh? Wait, you guys haven't eaten yet? Damn. Wonder how excited we are to going back to synthetic food though, when we're living nice, eating good food. Alright. Do we not have our special table anymore? Ah, hey. Wonder if Captain gave these guys the same pep talk, or maybe they went over the whole surface pilot code thing in class. Whatever it is, I can tell they're all trying to cope in their own way. No matter how bad it hurts, none of them are running away from their problems like I did. You guys are the real deal. If I hadn't lived through 2 or 3 years of this already, I never would have made it this far. Hope I catch up to you all before too long. Huh? Well, you know. Plus, I think that if they order you to go on a special mission, can you even say no? Do we got rights? Do we got soldier rights in here? You're wrong, though. All I did was run away. Literally. If I didn't have something to keep my mind occupied, I probably would have gone insane. You guys endured a lot more pain than I did. I don't think that's true either. Huh? Ayamne, you have no idea how right you are. Just like I thought then. The guys from A01 helped them out too. Huh? Go where? Guessing it's not our birthday. I don't think they know about our birthday present. Or our birthday. Belated birthday. Ah, the spot. Okay, that's a test of mental. See if we get any PTSD from the spot. I see. I was gonna say it made sense. They turned it to ashes, considering the state of her body, but they usually do that anyways in Japan, so might be a good chance to let me formally apologize to her and let her know I've come back. Alright then, let's do it. Yeah, for sure. You guys must have been starving after waiting that long for me. Hey Maya, thanks for breaking that awkward silence earlier. Good job. Hahaha, gotcha. Well, I guess I owe you one for... Oof. Ah, Kyozuka. Guess we get our punches anyways. Ah, Miss Kyozuka. Plus we got slapped a bit by... What's her name? Hayase, I think? So, we got our punishment elsewhere. Yeah, it was more mental damage. Thanks, Miss Kyozuka. Ooh. Bringing out the synthetic steak. The synthetic Kobe beef. Miss Kiyozuka, surely you're still mourning too. And yet you're throwing me a welcome home party? You must be trying pretty hard to lighten up the mood around here, huh? Well, take it, man. Hey, 1 punch is better than 20, right? Ha 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 ha. We didn't even see. I wanted to see the big feast, man. What were they serving? Man. Hey, it's Shirodana. I'm coming in. Batu, Yuko. I was Namin. Oh, and we went to pay her respects. That too. Sorry, had to go pay my respects really quick. Yeah, me and the guys from Squad 207 just paid Sergeant Shinruji a visit. Can't believe they skipped through that, though. Right, we just went to the place where she passed. We went down to the training ground and marked the spot with an upright steel bar. For us, that'll serve as her memorial. Got permission though, right? Hopefully no one just takes it out. They probably know though. I know you might consider that a pointless gesture though. Yuko-sensei is the kind of person who hates formalities of all kinds, so I imagine she thinks this kind of thing is stupid too. Probably even more so in this case, considering she only saw Sergeant Jinruji as an old acquaintance / useful subordinate. There's no way he still believes that, man. That's crazy. But it's important to me, and I'm not gonna let her talk down to me for that. Not trying to be childish like that anymore. I get that you don't actually consider us sequels, but I'm trying my best to do things properly now. This was one thing I really needed to take care of. Yeah, bro's fighting shadows. She wasn't being aggressive at all, I was about to say. Bro's like, oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Huh? Well, okay then. I mean, I guess. Please, as if you don't already know what happened over there. I mean, doesn't the fact that you haven't even asked about it prove that all of this is going exactly the way you predicted it would? I mean, I kind of agree, but I don't know. I don't think she's like that cold-hearted, to be honest. But she probably did think that us going back would fuck up the world, and we would come back eventually. God knows just how far in advance she's planning everything out. I'm starting to feel like it's a waste of time even thinking about it, especially after what Captain Isumi told me earlier. I had a long talk with Captain Isumi today. I'd appreciate it if you could tell me how much she knows about me. It's gonna be difficult to work with her otherwise. Or just tell me what alternative 4 is, please. We're in Tedro, we're literally reforming the 00 unit. We might as well just know what it is by this point, man. Just give us the rundown of what we're allowed to say and whatnot. It's not that hard, man. But sensei... Well, at least we know there's stuff to leak. And what information is that? I assume we're from a different universe. That might cause... Well, I know it's unaffected by causality right now here, but maybe like making people know about it more might do something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's the obvious answer. What else would you tell them? I have the body of a 23-year-old. I see. Nah, we're chill with the Ashura. No, Tasumi kinda has to know. Right, I still haven't had a chance to talk with Tasumi since I came back. Yeah, that's due. It kinda, yeah, we left on bad terms. Let's patch that up. Can't have the bunny being mad at us. Wonder if she'll ever forgive me. Yes, I'm aware, so what do you need me to do? The 00 unit looks like Sumita and is supposed to be humanity's ultimate weapon. Debugging or tuning or whatever she calls it, how am I supposed to do that? Oh my god. We're getting explanations, let's go. Please do. No. Fuck. I actually don't remember. I think one of them was like creating special bombs or something. I forgot them all though, man. It's I'm not a hit with the I kinda remember because that's just the truth. I think no, one of them was cloning, which was where Kasumi came from, like cloning telepaths so we can read their thoughts and maybe get like a strategical advantage over them. But that didn't work. And I think one was special bombs. I don't remember. Because obviously there's 3 alternative plans before, but I'm just on a hit with I kinda remember because it's just the truth. I don't really remember all the details, to be honest. Let's see, I think we went over this back during the early transfer experiments. Just a minute, I'm trying to refresh my memory. Oh, okay, alright. Quick recap for us. Establishing communication. Okay, this is the first one. This made sense. I mean, it really does make sense. I feel like that's what we would probably do. If like there's an alien species discovered, we probably would have like literally all the experts and zoologists and linguists. I don't even know what cryptographers are, but they sound useful. It's important, man. I hope we communicate first, fire later. If aliens come in contact with us. True. I mean, they have to have something. But it might be like how ants do it, which I forgot how, but they're like born with a singular purpose. And they just have like they just like know how to do certain actions from birth or whatever. Right. Look at that. Okay, maybe no bombs were part of the plan. So this was like... I mean, it's basically just it's literally just part 2 of part 1. Just different methods to understanding them. Plus capturing them. Look at that little guy. So they clearly don't need oxygen. They're all different. That's weird. That there's not like a single biological commonality. That's so hard to like imagine, because I'm pretty sure like most animals in the world like have some sort of single biological commonality. Like, it's kind of a broad term, but I assume that just means like us and monkeys have stomachs. That's a biological commonality. If like all of them don't have anything in common at all, isn't that kind of crazy? Or maybe that's too broad. Maybe it just means like they use like humans use lungs the same as. I mean, that's just rapping. I don't know what I'm saying. We're too deep in the science. But it's just that they're not the same species at all, basically. Carbon-based life form. Beta 3. Or alternative 3. Not beta 3. This is the telepaths. Look at that spiral ass eye. Yeah, at least I got this right. I mean, it's kind of easy to remember with Casimir. It's not quite reading their minds, but it's as close as we can get, I'm guessing. They shared their tech with us. Thank you, Russians. It's kind of fucked up though. Forced breeding, basically. Why is she looking at Casimir? Oh wait, no. No, I fucking knew this. It's just they artificially like clone them or something. So it's not forced breeding. We're keeping it ethical over here. She keeps looking over at Casimir. I don't know. I forgot. I probably asked this before when I was in this. I forgot, like, by artificial insemination, I'm assuming they don't mean just impregnating the woman and waiting to give birth. Because then, like, that's just that I don't see how that would be any less short than just doing the forced breeding thing. So I think they're test tube babies, right? Dun dun dun. She wasn't a rabbit the whole time. Who would have guessed? Yeah, artificial womb, okay. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I mean, yeah. It is like kind of ethically weird, but it's in an interesting gray zone because they're kind of like, they're not really abusing people, they're like creating their own people and then kind of abusing them. But like, can you really call Casimir human? Like fake human, kinda. I don't know. It's interesting though, morality wise. And then they couldn't even like read the beta's thoughts, right? So it was all for naught. Casimir is a product of genetic engineering. No, it can't be true. That's insane. The creme de la crop. Literally. Best crop and best crop of the crop. I see, so that's how she did it. Back when she drew the game die for me, she must have read it from my memories. Made sense. Kind of be OP if you can just mind read from anywhere in the world. That's how she emulated Sumita's mannerisms. And most of them died. Okay, yeah. Sucks. Casimir was sent into combat? That must suck, bro. They're literally kids forced to go in deep into enemy territory. Okay, so she never saw it, at least. Huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got like nothing. But they couldn't read. So they can think, but they couldn't read their thoughts, I think. Oh, okay. No, they got some reads in. We're like dirt. What did she just say? They don't even consider us to be alive? It's rude. Projecting thoughts onto others? Yeah. It's kind of weird, considering we're fighting back and killing some of them. Which basically means this war is never going to end until one side annihilates the other. Finally up to Alternative 4. So what makes Casimir so important to Alternative 4? What would they need a genetically modified Esper for? She mentioned this a few times now. Could that be the secret weapon we need to defeat the beta? Hearing about all our failures so far wasn't exactly reassuring. Is this one really going to be any different? Alright, we remembered. We went deep in the memory bank. Yeah, I'm good. Yes, alternative 4 explanation, please. Obviously, it's changed because alternative 5 is literally just leaving.
だけどそれは失敗の連続だった。その中でも少ないながら成果もあった。オルタネイティブ2で判明したことは何だった？
2. They're carbon-based life forms. The fact that the beta are carbon-based life forms.
じゃあ、オルタネイティブ3の唯一の成果は何だった？
They don't consider us alive? Or a life form. Living creatures, yeah, whatever. That the beta don't see humans as living creatures. That's the one tiny piece of information we learned after sending so many of Casimi's sisters to their deaths. And brothers.
その通り。彼らが
Unless they were all girls, I didn't. I guess if it's just one singular,
それが限界。
like the best Esper, and then they just kept using the same one, I guess it would just be girls if they're just copying one code. But I thought they chose multiple, unless Espers can only be women. Yep. Huh? Wait, but how does that make sense? Not sure why I didn't realize this before, but after listening to her summarize it like that, something doesn't seem to add up. Just to clarify, the beta are carbon-based life forms, correct? But aren't humans also carbon-based life forms? Okay, but in that case, why wouldn't the beta see other carbon-based life forms as living creatures? I mean, what the hell? They're intelligent life, and they've clearly got technology for interstellar travel, so why can't they tell? Greatly debated in the science sphere. Huh? Oh, we're finally getting the answer. Let's go. How do you mean? No idea. Literally, same. So she is just a robot. 0 vital signs, 0 organic material, like fully robot. So maybe they'll find the 0 unit a life form? I don't know. I don't get it. Huh? Yeah, it's not carbon based, but it acts like us. Non-carbon based pseudo life form, then that means I don't know. I don't know what this logic meant. So because we found out that they don't recognize us as carbon-based life forms, or as living things, and that they're carbon-based and we're carbon-based, we're gonna create something that emulates us but isn't carbon-based. That would imply that the only reason they don't think we're living things is because we're carbon-based, if everything else is the same. Because like my interpretation of why they don't consider us living things, which I think is, I don't know if it's obvious, but it's like, I feel like it's the most reasonable one to like just pull out from what we know, is just that they're so much more advanced as a species or as a race or whatever they are, that we're just like so inferior that they don't consider us like living things. Like we're just so below them. I don't know like if that has to do with us being carbon based too though. But let her cook at us. I see. But like again, this whole plan is that like You see what I'm saying though? That don't make any sense. We're just putting basically a human into something that's not carbon based, which would imply that the only reason they don't think of us as living beings is because we're carbon based, not because we're like unintelligent at all. If we're just putting like the average human in, maybe like this, maybe the mind of the 00 unit is juiced the fuck up and she's super smart or something. But I don't know, just from my point of view, it seems kind of like a Hail Mary. Or maybe they need that at this point.
開戦当初、ベータは人間よりもむしろ機械に多くの反応をしているからよ。
Oh, hold on. Literally, Aiden just clicked a couple times and you get answers? Interesting. But what does that... So, like, if, like, there's just random humans walking around, like, they won't recognize them? But that's not true, because they nommed Marimo. Or they... I guess they recognize that the machines are dangerous? I don't know. So why can't we just keep using
イ
machines?
メージを言語に変換するには人間の思考が必要なのよ。機械にはそれができない。その逆もね。
That. Right, so they're saying they need like the ESPers to translate the beta's thoughts into words and project them into the beta. And the machine can't do that, which makes sense. Human thought? What do you mean by that? I can kind of wrap my head around the idea of a non-carbon based pseudo life form, but how do you recreate human thought? Or no, okay, so I was wrong. It's not the whole projection and just reading their thoughts. It's creating like a representative of humanity, and they just can't do that with a pure machine. For that matter, how the hell do you put a human consciousness in there? The brain, dude. There was the floating brain. Is that parallel computer with 15 billion semiconductors you're always talking about really capable of that? Okay, I think I understand what the 00 unit is and why it had to be made that way. I get it too now. So if there have been like tests and studies prove that they like recognize and I guess fear machines or consider machines more than humans, then making a machine based or yeah. Okay. Makes more sense, kinda. I still don't think that's the only thing though. Like I think that if you do that to communicate with them, they might just be like, oh, yeah, we just don't care about you guys, bro. But they've been saying this is gonna like destroy them all, so. But I have a question first. You said there was a need to give it human consciousness or whatever, so it could recreate human thought, correct? Well, since you're clearly able to create that artificially, what's the point of making the 00 unit look like a human at all? Well, you want it to be the perfect representative for humanity, right? It's the whole point. As long as a beta see it as life, it doesn't matter what it looks like, right? Because maybe if they can recognize it as life, then they'll recognize humanity? Kind of like the domino effect? Then why bother giving it soft skin and an accurate body temperature?
00ユニットがあの姿形をしていることにはちゃんとした意味があるのよ。
Then I'd like to know what it is.
すべてを話す段階じゃないわ。だけど、一番大きな理由で
I'll take what I can get. That's good enough for me. Let's hear it.
そうね。例えば白金が事故に遭って大やけどを負ったとしましょう。あんたが意識を取り戻したとき、今までの自分とは全く別の姿形になっていたとしたら、助かってよかったって思うかしら？
Kind of depends. Depends on your whole life before that, I guess. I don't know. I'd say the general person, like if they were horribly disfigured, would probably be like, yeah, fuck this man. I'm hideous. What the hell is she talking about? I guess if we're giving like an artificial body human life, like if we make it look like the robot and they have like a human like consciousness, they'll probably be like, what the fuck? I don't want to look like this. I'm hideous. Maybe that's what they're getting at. It's like easier to make it actual like a copy of a human life. Like you have to have like the copy of a human body properly.
前向きに生きていこうなんて強さ、何人の人間が持っているかしらね。
What she's saying in this line kind of implies they're taking Sumita's consciousness. And that's why they have to make it look exactly like Sumita, otherwise she'd be tweaking. What does that have to do with anything?
人間にとって自分の容姿は最も根源的なアイデンティティなのよ。
That's kind of where it's pointing at, I think. Answer the question.
人類の生化学技術や疑似生態技術がこれだけ急速に進歩した理由も
Yeah, for sure. People like missing a limb, you want it to look as normal as possible.
戦闘で負傷し、顔が崩れたり手足を失った兵士に精神崩壊を起こさせることなく、心身ともに正常な状態で再び戦場へ送り出すために必要だから。
Okay, cool. But what does that have to do with the... What does any of that have to do with the 00 unit?
気持ちはわかるけど、いい加減に認めたの？
Bro, just say it. Just say it. Why does it look like Sumita? Huh?
あんただってとっくにわかってるんでしょ。
Figure out what?
昨日見聞きしたことと今の話を普通に組み合わせればわかるでしょ。
Okay, but like, why though? Like, I'm getting it. Like, it's like Sumita's mind, so she needs Sumita's body. But like, why is it Sumita's mind? Does that mean the Sumita we know is a robot in our world? How would that work though? No, you can't be saying what I think you're saying. Was I right? Was I right in Extra saying she was like not human? Holy, that'd be crazy. That's insane.
つまり00ユニットは鏡住かよ。
Okay, but like, you gotta explain this more.
00ユニットが鏡住かの姿形をしているのは、その素材になったのが鏡住かだから。
How? So did they like take the real Sumita, copy her brain, put it in an artificial brain because there's no organic matter in that, and then make a robot version of her? But like, why though? That can't be true. What that? I think that's what they're implying. Like she was a real person and then they made her into the 00 unit. The only ethical thing that I can think of is like if she was dying anyways. But like, why her though? It's so random. There has to be like some special reason. That can't be true.
そう思うのは勝手だけど事実なの。
So they must have been kind of sus or like trust us when we were asking for Sumitas. It's like, oh, this guy knows who Sumita is, man. He's definitely legit.
鏡はどこかにいるはずよ。
But there's no way. It can't be her. Why? Why is this happening? I believe it's her. I'm just wondering why did they make her into the 00 unit? How could Sumita be the 00 unit? You mean to tell me you turned this world Sumita into a pseudo life form? Yeah, that just sounds super fucked up, man. I was so relieved to find out she didn't exist in this fucked up world. Yeah, it's a pretty bad fate. Now you're telling me she's our secret weapon for winning the war? This is such bullshit. Wait, hang on a sec. But Sensei,
何よ。
explain. Please ask her why. Aren't you the one who told me that Sumita didn't exist in this world?
言ってないわよ。
I thought you did say that. Yes, you did. Don't play dumb.
ごまかしてないわ。私はその話をあんたから聞いただけで、こっちからは何も言った覚えはないわ。
It's been too long, dude. I don't remember the exact conversation. I'm pretty sure she said there's not a person who exists in here named that or something. Or maybe it was someone else.
白金が初めてここに来た日、確かにあんたはそう言っていた。
Oh.
前のこの世界の私にそう言われたって。
So was she not? Was the 00 unit not going to be Sumita in the last time? In the original? In Unlimited, I guess? Shit. She tricked me again, god damn it. I can't believe I was so gullible. I should have known better than to fall for such a typical Yuto Sensei trick. It's a certified Yuto Sensei classic. And yet I never once doubted or claimed that Sumika didn't exist in this world. I'm such an idiot. Hold on, batlawed me? Mm. Or maybe she was. I don't know. I'd have to see the scene again. Even after seeing her go in and overwrite my death certificate in the UN databases. Even yesterday, I intentionally ignored the possibility that I'd been lied to, all because I desperately wanted to believe it was true.
また事実から目をそらして逃げ出す気？
Hmm.
何か目的があってこの世界に戻ってきたんじゃなかったの？
I just want a proper explanation, man. Because if it was just a random choice, it's kind of fucked up, man.
なんだったらもう一度装置を動かしましょうか？
Nah, we can't do that. We already know. I'm not trying to run away. Don't jump to any conclusions, please. Hit her with the please. This has nothing to do with that. Just give me a little time to let this sink in. Sheesh. I'm not going to try and pin the blame on Yuto-sensei. That won't accomplish anything at this point. Sorry, I've just been a little frustrated by how naive I've been, that's all. I mean, I'm also pretty pissed at you, to be honest, but I recognize that's just a product of my own immaturity. I'm not gonna keep using my childish sense of right and wrong as an excuse to justify my own weakness. I'm done with arguing for the sake of arguing. I'm tired of blaming everyone else for my own shortcomings and stupid mistakes. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Okay, this is all cool, but like, can we continue on with the explanation, please? All that ever does is make things worse. That's something I had to learn the hard way. I want to get to the point where I can face you as an equal someday. And when I get there, I'm gonna take full advantage of your abilities and use them to help me achieve my own goals. That's all well and good, but like, come on. She's talking about alternative form, man. I don't need your own pep talk. So you don't have to worry about me running away, then I can promise you that much.
それは結構そういう考え方は好きよ。
That said, I can't just change who I am overnight. All I can do now is focus on improving myself and try to fake it till I make it. Yes, that is the advice everyone should take. Fake it till you make it, guys.
まあ
It works.
そうです。
Sometimes. At least half the time, it works. You probably know this from our discussions during the transfer experiments, but Sumika really does mean the world to me. I don't care if it's a parallel universe version of her, those feelings still apply. Now, we're getting into that special territory where it's literally the ship of Theseus, where if there's literally no part of Sumika inside the 00 unit, because there's literally no organic matter. That means everything's artificial. Is it really Sumika? Like if nothing of her is Sumika, but she has all the memories of Sumika or something, and looks exactly like Sumika, is she still Sumika? I don't know. That's for you philosophers out there. Classic ship of Theseus argument. I feel like the ship of Theseus has to be like the second most the second most popular like philosophical thing. Next to like Schrodinger's bots. Wait, is that even? I don't even know if Schrodinger's bots is philosophical. I feel like whenever I get into some sort of discussion like that, one of those two are brought up. My opinion, it doesn't really matter. But it is interesting. Alright, that's a better one. Is like if a person that's severely injured, like they said, and they just have to keep replacing parts of them with prosthetics until they're like fully prosthetic, or like 90%, because I guess you can't fully be prosthetic. You'd probably still need some sort of internal organs. You don't have like replacements for everything. Like, are they still the same person? I just no. The full thing is they have to be fully replaced. So full prosthetics, all organs replaced with other humans. Would I still be me? I don't know, because that shit never happened, so it doesn't matter. But it is interesting to think about, I guess. Maybe you already knew that and planned this entire thing around the assumption that I fight my heart out for her sake. I feel like that's you're way too deep in the sauce, bro. I'm pretty sure they're planning for Alternative 4 before Takaru popped in, obviously. I don't know, bro. I don't think you're that important that they would make it Sumika just for that. I think the timelines don't match up for that. But if that's the case, I'm afraid you've made a major miscalculation. I'm not mature enough to perform at my best with all these unanswered questions burning a hole in my gut. I'm not proud of that, but it's a fact. And sure, you could just tell me to deal with it and force me to go, but that could potentially backfire on you, right? Though knowing you, I'm sure you've already taken that into account. But that's kind of like, just let her talk, bro. Well, that's kind of my point. He's like making all these assumptions when I don't think they're true. Well, that's kind of my point. You don't leave things to chance. So why would you entrust something as important as the 00 unit to someone like me? I'm guessing you must be pretty desperate. I mean, you're certainly not the kind of person who'd give me this did out of pity. So I'd say, so I'd have some place to stay. Well, I think she's doing it. Like, maybe she's desperate, sure, but she's doing it because you can do it because of your connection to Sumita. But I don't think she made it based on Sumita because of you. We're getting kind of tangled in the weeds here. So with that being said, I have a request to make. Get me some real food. That synthetic food was ass. I want you to tell me in as much detail as possible what the relation is between this world's version of Sumita and the 00 units. That's a great question to ask, honestly. Thank you, Takaru. He just needed to hype himself up first, though. Or at the very least, an explanation as to why she was chosen to become it. Thank you. If you can just clarify that for me, I'll follow any orders you may throw at me, no questions asked. Okay, I wouldn't say that, but that's kind of putting all your cards on the table, but please answer that. Dude, that's what I thought, man. You didn't need to give the speech, man. Just let her talk. But we'll take it, I guess. It all works out. At least we kind of asserted dominance, in a way. Oh, I'm so tempted. I won't be able to keep moving forward until I do. No. Okay, you have to tell us. This is ridiculous. We're so deep into Alternative 4, we might as well just know everything. Yeah, and the time is now. Oh, shit. We gotta end the episode. I'm sorry, guys. We're almost at the hour point. And I'm actually so hungry. It's such a good cliffhanger, though. It's so fucking good, man. Oh, man. I'm ready, dude. Yeah, we'll end it here, though. We're finally getting it. We got, like, So we know the main goal of Alternative 4. Kind of. Like, this is the proper way to do communications. Like, this will let us communicate with them. But Yuto the whole time has said, like, this will save the world. This will, like, stop the beta threat. So there must be more to that than just communicating with them. Because, again, even if this works and they do recognize this Sumita as, like, a proper life form, it doesn't mean they'll be like, oh, wait a minute. These guys are cool. Let's just leave Earth alone. Sorry, guys. We thought you were just, like, insects or some, like, bacteria or something. You guys are cool. We'll leave you alone. Like, what if they're like, oh, okay. So they are life forms, but, like, who cares? We're still gonna, like, kill you all and eat your planet or whatever we do. So there has to be, like, a step to the plan. It can't just be getting, like, proper communication. But anyways, we're gonna have to save that for next week. Muv Luv staying spicy. I was gonna say it's getting spicy, but it's been spicy for, like, last handful of hours. So let's keep that up though. Thanks for watching, and oh, have a good new year. If I'm calculating this right, yeah, this is the 30th. So new year, new me. Next episode, first episode of the year. Learning about alternative 4 properly. That's pretty hype, man.